I didn't want it to begin this way. No, I did not. So you're coming here for the first time. My green screen is amazing. I want to thank my nieces and nephews, my father, for helping me with the green screen behind me in one way or another. Happy Father's Day to the Central Station. Today is the seventh gate, 7 come 11 today, in honor of the Father, right? No matter which way I turn this, right? Must be the cat. It's always, must be always on the up and up. It's also known as the heart, the 5 position, 1 of 9. Why did I call it the Father? Or should I call it 3 fathers? I can say 4 fathers, but they're going to be missing some anatomy parts according to games. There's only one eye. I have no idea, but I'm assuming there's got to be a pair of legs down there. See this piece in between over here? I'm going to see if I can find that when it works out. I'm just going to see where I'm going to start. Not really sure where I'm starting with this today. I'm not really sure where I start on any given day. I bring up the basic algorithms, what is being fed to myself. I live in North America. I live towards the east, towards the north, not near Halifax though, but I'm like in Quebec. And I mean, just things you see. So this is backwards. And I can tell you it says Mars Plastic, but I rather you see it yourself. Mars Plastic, Mars has 2 moons, Phobos and Deimos. Deimos, D-E-I, D-I-E, they cut the tie on the die. The end. Those who cut the tie, what side of the tie and which way do they cut? Should you know that if you put every element in the reality of what we live with, you will see this calculator that if they start here and go down here, it's 7, 5, and 3. If we start on the right side and go down towards the left side, it's 9, 5, and 1. Or up from this side to this side, or up from this side to this side, crisscrossing what is 4 and 2. See, when you go up here, 1 and 4 is 5 and 4 is 9, but 3 plus 4 skips over the 5. It's like the omega, the air, the breath. Is it the air or the breath? Is it above, right, that we share the breath? What breath do we breathe? What name should I call the breath? Can I live without the breath inside the game of electronics? Therefore, the breath is what ignites, okay? What ignites? How does it ignite? I don't know. Is there oxygen, they call it? Give them some oxygen. M, I said, I was using M. So give them some oxygen. So you give the oxygen. So now in the oxygen, they say, when you go down to the store for torches, they also use oxygen. They explain to you why. I'm not going to give you all the terminologies, but based on logical reality and facts, although I'm not going to give you the chemistry of that reality, you can check it out for yourself. I'm giving you the elements to build the story, to see the truth within, that in the oxygen or air you breathe, there is something more than just the word itself, oxygen. And besides that, the O is the 15th letter. The X is the 24th letter. The Y is the 25th letter. The G is the 7th letter. The E is the 5th letter. The N is the 14th letter. And when I read it back, you end up with 667755. And when I add them up, S-U-N, sun. A-C-E, ace. 1, 3, and 5. Those are the 3 heads. 3 of 6 of the cube possess this core dot. 1 between 2, and then we create, or does everything break down? Is that when we get the totality, we add on the second cube. But just to make that short, it's these 3, okay? And these 2 areas here, and then the other part of the cube. Nothing begins until we get here. Now the question is it broken apart into 1 and 2, or is it 1 and 2 that comes together to bring the Trinity together, that we can now fulfill the 4 corners? And when you fulfill these 4 corners, see this over here? We duplicate the corners and we add a head onto this side within the void. This is a 5 void, 4 dot. This is a 3 dot, 6 void. P-E-N, and then you put the 1 and the 5, which looks like an I and the S, actually the birth, right? The I-S, 9 and 19. Why'd they put those letters in that position? What do you mean you don't know? That's real, right? Why'd they put I-S together? Why is it is? You think there's a reason for it, or no reason at all? Like you think like this whole world is like, oh look, it's a word. Well, what word is it? What are they telling us? What does it look like? Oh, it's got a big E and it's got an A. Oh, EA. So that's the world of arts and entertainment. It's the split sun. We brought the tetrahedron and we expanded it. And we have different territories. You see, we have the tetrahedron up here. We have the tetrahedron over here. But watch out, because if I turn it this way, I have 4 areas in here. These 4 areas each have only 3 sides. 3 sides, 3 sides. 4 by 3 is 12. Or I can go over here. 3 by 3 is 9. The letter I, the letter L, the letter L, the letter I, L, Lily, Lily, Lily. Is that for Lilith? Is Lilith in control of anything? What is it about 3 and 4? On a dice cube, 3 and 4 have a singular number between them. They run the same corridor. I need 3 to begin with, and then 3 runs the corridor into 4. It's 180 degrees. So do I have to really turn it since I get to 4? You note that 6 has the same 4 corners as 4. And so does 5 have the same 4 corners. So when we get to the other side of the cube, you're going to see something like this. So you see 4, 5, and 6, and you might say, big deal. And then when I say this says love, you're going to say big deal, right? The beginning of this is love within the word. The letter L is the 12th letter. 1 and 2 is 3. Inside the void area space of 6 is 3. O is the 15th letter. 1 and 5 is 6. And it is 6. We have L and O, the reverse of the alphabet. And then we have V and E. V is the 22nd letter. 2 and 2 is 4. And E is the 5th letter. So we can create love. But it appears again. You know what it appears? On the reverse side, okay? On the reverse side of 5 is 3, right? And then it appears again right over here. How can I hold this properly, right? And then you get on this side. See that? Look at that. For the creation planet, 365 days a year, right? So on this side over here, you get 3, 5, and 6. I have to see if I can spin this in properly. So L12, 1 and 2 is 3. 3. And there's a 6 void over here, as well as there's a 6 void over here. It duplicates on the O. It's 6'3" and 6'3", double male. This one is the female, double male, female. On the other side, it's the reverse, 4, 5, 5, 4, 6, 3. Why do I say that? You tell me. The proton, the electron, the neutron, and then we get number 1 next to number 5, and then we get the big wave, and you get the house, you know, you get the ace at the end, you know, but the singular letter for ace. So this is number 63, and this is 54. And you have 63 and 54. So when I said 3663 and 5445, you know, I'm not going to give you the whole word. The proton, the electron, the neutron, okay, are vibrating between 1 and 5, like area 51. And then we have inside of the divided house, you see, we end in A, we have an I, we have another A, here we have an E. So, okay, the E is for the energy coming from the moon, right? Coming from the moon. Oh yeah, this goes deep. This is related to Monopoly, I'm telling you. Monopoly, the moon, the 28-day cycle, the 29th day, the end of a paragraph, the beginning of a new sentence, the beginning of the book, the opening and closing of a book. Where is he going with this? Why are you ranting? There are so many stories that are integrated into how, where I'm dictated to go with my explanations. Where it comes from. If I don't tell you where it comes from, where is the credibility of the story? I mean, who am I? I can tell any kind of story. Don't listen to me. Listen to where it comes from. Love is 3, 4, 5, 6. L-O-V-E. 3, 4, 5, 6. And what's special about it is on the cube, we have a 3 dot, okay? And we have a 6 dot. We have a 4 dot. And we have a 5 dot. We also, okay, have the void. We have a 3, 4, 5, and 6 void. So we have both male and female within the dot and within the void. The only numbers that are missing is 1 and 2. Now you might say, well, where's 7? Where's 8? And where's 9, right? 1, 2, 7, 8, 9. Oh, they're there. Don't worry. Don't worry, right? Right there, where what you don't see, on one single face, what you don't see, or what you don't know, or paint yourself a picture. Imagine I have a cube, and the cube went blank. So I'll expand it for you. I have a cube, and it's blank, and I'll expand it to you. Let's put a face on it. So I put a face on it. And now you're confused. Look at the 9 numbers. They fit perfect. So if you want to see it a little bit deeper, go to Rubik's Cube. Take a look at Rubik's Cube. Look up the Platonic solid, the 5 of them. Pick up the hexahedron. Take a look at that. The dodecahedron is 9 times what is the tetra. Oh my God, I'm only showing you 5 of 6 sides. The tetrahedron, 9 times 5, 9 times 720 equals to 6480. Now, 6480 is 2160 times 3. So when I write this, what does it mean to me? What should it mean to you? I am looking at this point, knowing on how the algorithms and where numbers show up. I'm looking for where these numbers show up. So a dodecahedron equates to what is 3 times 2160, which is the hexahedron, which is what is 3 times what is a tetrahedron. Now, a tetrahedron, okay, has 4 sides of 3, equaling to 12. But when it's on the up and up, you will only see 3 sides. out of the 12 signs, out of the 12. So let's relate this to the zodiac. If you have 12 zodiac signs, you will see 9 and there will be 3 hidden. You have 12 and 12 hours, okay, in a day. You have 8 and 8 and 8 hours in a day. You have 6 and 6 and 6 and 6 hours in a day. Now I can also go the root, okay, to where what I will do is I will use number 5 and I will multiply it by 20%. So I will go 120 times 5 times 4 equals to 24 hours. I can do that with number 5. 5 plays a role with all the numbers. And it's when you multiply it by 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, it matches exactly where you need to go. It can go up 1/2 and 1, 1.5 and 2, and so forth. And it's just very interesting what 5 does. In fact, according to the deck of cards, the number 5 is lost inside the 9. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. What do I do? Oh, I'm going to get a little tea in the kitchen in a minute. I don't want to waste your time, so I'm going to try and answer all questions as quick as I can. If I do go off track, I lose myself. So if somebody wants to come up, I need people to remember what I just said, because the minute somebody asks me a question, the minute I put my eyes on the screen and I start to look at what's going on, I just lose myself. Everything is a complete formation. Whatever I know does not come from a book. I know I have many who have said, well, what do you know? Laughing and saying you know nothing. Well, the nothing I don't know might be just a part that it might turn out just to be entertaining, or you might see something that you haven't seen before, like magic. Oh, I didn't know that was there. Oh, you knew it was there, but you didn't think that it can possibly mean this, right? Just like, where in the world did pi, like pi, can somebody tell me or rationalize for me, where does 3.14159265 come out to being? I mean, like seriously. 3.14159265, right? Where the first ranking of the first half of the alphabet is between 14 and 15, right? So if we were going to rank this up, it would be 9, 5 equals to 14, and it would be 9 and 6 equals to 15. This is how we would have to pass on if we were working with the cube. 9 is a complete face. 5 and 9 work together. 14 and 15. Why did I use these numbers? You're right. I didn't have to do that. I could have did so what we have over here, 14. What we have over here, why did I write that out? Why does it have any relevance? Why didn't I mark 10? I don't start marking 10 to a number until I get to what is 17, 18, and 19. Second, why didn't I just write out the letters of the dictation? D, A, D, A, E. A day by F. I don't know what it means. I don't know what it means. Look. A day by F. That's what this says. After the death, the split of the bi-world of 11. the bi-worlds of 11. 5 and 6 is that 11. Okay, you are coming, if you remember what I said before, 1 and 2 equals to 3 before anything begins. 3 and 9 equals to what is 12. So therefore, we had 2 and 9 equaling to 11 prior. Aquarius. In association with either Venus, we're going to take, is it Taurus? And of course, Sagittarius. How can we forget, right? Born under Sagittarius, 9, the 9th zodiac sign, the 2nd zodiac sign. If I invert it, okay, Taurus, okay, would end up to be what is Aquarius, but we don't reduce 11. Is there any reason? Does anybody know why we do not reduce 11? I don't know. I can tell you a story why, right? 1 and 9 equals to 10. 2 and 9 equals to 11. 21. Let's begin. Now we end up with 3 and 9, okay, equals to 12. Now we got 33. And that's the end before the corridor, the second side of a cube. 6 sides to a cube. There are 3 different poles. 1 pole, 2 poles, 3 poles. These poles here, if you see, the hole is this way and the hole is this way. When I am like this, I have chained my hole and my pole. And you can see the way it comes out on this side and then it comes out on this side. Each inverted pole equals to 7. Hold on a second. What did I do? 5 and 2. So everybody understands this is a regular dice cube. This is a schematic. This is the schematic. I use this to put forth the zodiac signs, the cardinal, the fixed, the mutable signs. I put the air sign, the earth sign, the air sign, and the water sign. I like to look at Chinese astrology and where are my references, where are my trophies, where are my books, where is my information, where does it come from? Kindergarten and nursery. A, B, C, 1, 2, 3. The very beginning. Geometric shapes. Look, I can count. I can play Monopoly and backgammon, canasta, blackjack, roulette, craps, poker. I can tell the time. I can tell you it's now 1200 hours or 013 minutes. Army talk, things are private, none of your business. General, I go home, it's none of your business, it's private. I get to work, I work for the corporation, and in the Army, I listen to the corporal. That is the truth. The 28-day cycle, and on the 29th day, in real time. Living by the cycle, this is the algorithm, this is living to the beat. This is the absolute. If you say T, I'm going to say, okay, T is a very good word. You know what T is for me? It's the word 8. T-E-A, or how about A-T-E? So now I'm going to think about 8 or 88. What part of 8 are you thinking? Was it the 178? Was it the 8 from the Chaldean? Was it the 268? Wait, if it was the 268, it's not 268. What do you mean 268? No, 2 and 6 is 8. It wasn't 268. 26 is 8. Oh, okay. That's why there's so many coincidences. I'm just looking for the other cube. So if I had 268, you think 268 is alone? Right? No. Look at that. Look at that. I got 516. Or how about this? How about this? 1 and 5, right? Oh, we did that one already. We did that one. How about 2 and 4? You know, we didn't do that one, right? 2 and 4 is 6. Or how about 5 and 3 is 8? And then we're just going to do the simple one. Abraham, 44. And we look backwards, we got 33. That's 6 and 8. Should I continue on with the story? Does anybody know what's going on? Should I say how long I was how long I was here? How many years that I played around with this? Should I say poor me? No. Should I say I'm the best? No. Should I say that are there others that do what I do? Yes. Where do I get my information from? From everybody else. I have just orchestrated, I have aligned, I have put things in the order so I can understand the algorithm a little bit better. And I went back to the word, and the word was Moses, the word of Moses. I remember right away. Moses, they were making the bricks to build the cities. See, the translation is wrong. They said Pharaoh was Seti, was the king. I said, no, that's not the way it is. You Pharaoh the land and you build the cities. And now the thing about Moses, the misconception of Moses. The misconception. But Moses was conceived, right? And it was the time of Ramses. Everybody knows Ramsey, right? A local pharmacy, hey, give me a cup of them pigskin Ramses, you know? Right? It was a pigskin Ramses, you know about that, right? So it was the Ramses, like, because we couldn't have any more firstborns at the time. There was like the plague was going on. And you know, when they were, you know, farming the land, they just came here from somewhere else, you know, they came overseas. I remember it was overseas. Must have been Moses came overseas, you know. Must have been Moses coming right from there, you know. Okay, so now we fixed up that story. So the word mot in French means word. I'm here in Quebec, so I understand it as word, and that's why I played with that word. And then I say to myself, why would they choose that word? Is it mo for word as well for the mother, being in the mother's house? M-O. Well, is it M-O for being what is connected within the cycle of the mother's house? The reason for that is although it's 3 letters, okay, you can say the same word with 2 letters, and the first 2 letters that say the same thing would be in the sounding of the word and writing of the word mother. 13 and 15. The 13 ball and the 15 ball come together in joint of number 14. Okay, and that's the 7th gate. 6 and 8 equals to 14. 7 and 7 equals to 14. 5 and 9 equals to 14. So when you get to 5 and 9, 5, okay, the energy plays a role into the birth, which is born, okay, upon the divided cross because it's a divided house, the reason for the cross. The 2 upside down 5s, did they say thieves or nabs? Was it the K or the K or the K or the K or the K? Which K? I don't know. Okay. The K is the 11th letter. When coming into the house to enter into the house through the soul is noted to be number 29, black. The ash, burning of the word with where the spirit arises within. Sorry about that. I'm just trying to see. I just lost my path for a second. And yes, when we speak about ash, okay, we have to talk about number 8, EIGHT. And there's something which is great about 8 is that instead of TH, you only get H, and instead of TEE, N, you only need to use the EEN. So in both cases, 2020 are not needed for further examination. The word starts off with E and I. In understanding what is E and I, it's energy. Energy, the fifth letter, 1 times 2, 1 plus 2 equals to what is 3 and 2. So it's not just an any energy, it's communication. And that energy is the communication that comes with your heartbeat within the breath in this divine machine. In this square wall, I'm creating a game. And inside this game, it says that we get the word through the breath. Through the breath, we have a pumping station. Over here, these lungs that, what does it do? What does the heart do, right? I have to do the same thing in the game. Yeah, I got a big giant surprise the other week. I was delivered 25 books, and I'm just very thankful, and a whole bunch of pens. Although I didn't get the 1.6 Atlantic pens, I got some pens too. So I just want to put a shout out. The power of Zeus, the word of Moses in the power of Zeus. Where am I going to be with that? Okay, so this is. So check this out. Check this out. Check this out. Check this out. Don't you see it? You can't see it. Oh my God. Okay, I'll show you what it is. 2, 6. I showed you this a couple of minutes ago. 2 times 6, 2 plus 6 equals 12 and 8. 12 and 8 equals 20. 2 plus 0 equals 2. 5 times 1, 5. 5 plus 1, 6. 6 and 5, 11. 1 and 1 is 2. Reverse of 8 is 6. Oh, here. Oh, yeah, we'll do this after. So next one is 2 times 4, 2 plus 4 equals 8 and 6. 8 and 6 is 14. 1 and 4 is 5. 5 and 3 is the reverse of 2 and 4. 5 times 3, 5 plus 3 equals to 15 and 8. 15 and 8 equals to 23. 2 and 3 is 5. 4 times 4 is 16. 4 plus 4 is 8 and 16, 24. 3 times 3 is 9. 3 plus 3 is 6. 6 and 9, 15. 1 and 5, 6. 2 and 4, 6. In rotation of the yin and the yang, the coming together of the breath and the proton, the electron, the neutron, okay, gathered up, okay, amongst the mutable signs, the fixed signs. But in this one over here, you can see these over here are mutable. This one over here is a cardinal. This one is a fixed. These, both of them that began, it looks like it was broken down from what is 3 and 3, and then it created from. The spirit is number 91. I do not know why I put that here right now, but just to note that black equals to 29. It took 1 between 2, the spirit between the black soul. Just to let you know that white is 65, and black and white are 2 ends of the spectrum inside the house. 2 and 9, 3 and 8, 4 and 7, 5 and 6. You know what's ironic? Ape, 22. Gorilla, 74. Monkey, 8311. Gorilla, 7411. Ape, 2 times 2, 2 plus 2, equality, 4 and 4, putting the mind together in trinity. 4 times 4, 4 plus 4, 16 and 8, 24. 2/3 of the day to 1/3 of the night, running 888 in the house of the monkey brain inside the game we play. Orangutan, orange for 60, orangutan 111. The heart of what is 360, or the heart of 36, is 111. The association of a set of 6 numbers bringing on an average in which you do not get with 3 numbers. The 6-number average of 111 is what is 37, and the crisscrossing of 16 and 21, 18 and 19. Outside the zone, inside the sun zone and the moon. The sun and the moon meeting at 36. The last here, okay, is the beginning of the last 18. Here is the end of the first 18. They meet at the cube center. This is not a guess. This is an absolute. White is 65. So can I get another 11? Of course I can get another 11. I can get an 8 and 3, 11. But it's outside the realm. This is the only 11 I can get inside the game. And the reverse of that 11 inside the game is 1 and 211. It comes in singularity, and although it's what is made up to be a male and a female, it fits in with the male in this realm. How it fits in, I don't know. Is there something that needs to be identical? I believe so. Where do I think it is? Between the sun and the moon. Oh, and obviously us, right? And the breath we take, 1 between 2, 1 between 2. And there is a replica of that, and there is a piece of art about that. I'm not going to do it right now, but I will tell you how it's done. All you have to do is look at this and start. Start here. Jump 2, over 1. Then go here. Go up 1, over 2. Then go here. Over 2, down 1. Now there's a piece in the game of chess that we play. Does the same thing. Now check this out. 1 jump 2 over 1 equals 9. Add the first and the last. Up area 4, up 1 over 2, 9 and 4, 13. 7 over 2 down 1, 13. 8 over 1 down 2, 11. 9 down 2 over 1, 11. 6 down 1 over 2, 7. 3 over 2 up 1, 7. 2 over 1 up to 9. 1 up 2 over 9. 9, 7, 11. Never touching the 5. 1 between 2, between 1, between 2. And then 1 times 2, 1 plus 2 will equal to what is 3, and 2 equals to 5. I don't need more than 4 of these to create. If I only have 9 to work with, then within the realm of 9, I only can have 4, 1 central pin, just like you see. And I've seen this before in the old telephones when they hook up all those wires. They always hook up the 4 on the outside and everywhere, and the one in the center is left for something else. It's the heart. And you do know Rubik's Cube has a heart to it, right? Rubik's Cube has 26 blocks. But It has 27 area spaces. It's a 3 cube. Is that what they call it? It's a 3 by 3 by 3 equaling to 27. So, oh, I did that for Zeus is in the house. Boop. Yeah, I had to do that call out. That's where the books come from. Oh, look, they're all empty. They're not empty. Look, they're empty, but I can go show you bags full. I got bags full. I don't know what I'm going to do with them. They are so ancient. They are so ancient. I have been doing this for 20 years, and I have a streak going. Last week, in fact, it wasn't last week. I don't want to be that brave. Yesterday, somebody said they have no idea what I do, and they've been following me for 7 years. And I'm scratching my head. Then the person says, you make no sense. And I just said, I don't make no sense, no dollars, no nothing. No. So where was I with this? I just lost my thought. Yeah, so I was just talking about number 8. So when you say 8th or 18, you don't have to put in the TEEN. So instead of TEN at 44, EEN equals to 24. So now there's a difference. Instead of splitting what is 2 times 4, 2 plus 4 is 8 and 6 equals to what is 14. This is where the gateway splits, a communication split. Why do I say that? 2 cubes. 2 times 4, 2 plus 4. I just showed you right here, equals to 8 and 6. What is 8 is 6. What is 6 is 8. What is 8 is 6. They come together and they transfer amongst themselves through the 7th gate. The number that is in between them is 1 and 6, 7, 2 and 5, 7, 4 and 3, 7, 4 and 3, 7, 4 and 3, 7. 5 and 4 is 9, 2 and 3 is 5, 1 and 2 is 3, 5 and 6, 11. Here. What is 1 and 2? Whoops, sorry. What is 1 and 2 is 3. When you flip it around, is what is 5 and 6, 11. What was the other one I mentioned? What was the other one I mentioned? Oh, yes. What is 2 and 3, 5 is 5 and 4, 9. So when we do the same thing over here, yeah, nope. What is 6 and 3 is going to be 1 and 4, 5. It's not by hazard. You think it's by hazard? Could be by hazard. I don't know. Hello, Halifax. How you doing? I don't know, but is it Halafa or is it Halafa or is it Halifax? I don't know. You got a fax or you got half of a fax or you got half the fax. HA. So you got something spinning around there in Halifax. And it would only make sense because half on land, half in the ocean, right? Man, am I hungry after I said that name, Halifax. I'm going to make myself a toast. I'm going to check out if somebody said, I was lightning before the thunder. Light 10, light 9 for K. But K has 1, 2, 3, 4. K 11. 11 this way, 11 this way, 11 this way, 11 that way. What I like about K is the 11th letter. This is the fabrication of 1 and 1. And 1 and 1 are 2 systems crossing. Or 2 systems coming together. Let me see if I can do this. Either it's going to be like this or it's going to be like this. 1 territory here, 1 territory here. Does it turn, or like 1 flat here and 1 flat here? Or is it possible that 1 area is round, 1 area is round here, 1 is flat here? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know that yet. I do know that I need to put a third piece over here when I run with this. This is skeleton-like. Things that go at skeleton, if I'm just going to put a ruler across, I have nothing. I can't come around with a ruler. With a ruler, I can show you the rainbow above and the rainbow below. But right now, I have to take a break because I ran out of all my thoughts, my thinking. My thinking comes from my breath. I feel I'm rushing myself. I'm going to slow down, take a little break, give everybody 5 minutes. Prepare your questions. If you'd like to come up, let's build a panel. Let's see, what am I looking for now that I've come 20 years into this? I believe that if you knew the truth I knew and beyond, then we would realize where we are and what's going on in this house, this game that is going on. Okay, that we are scared chickens all the time. You're all big scared chickens. There's only two things about this planet besides the obvious. Everybody on this planet at one point or another is going to be part of the labor force. Forget about the money. Forget about it. It didn't take money, okay, to make the human part of the labor force. You don't need a job to become part of the labor force. In fact, nobody needs any jobs at all to become part of the labor force. And then when you leave, okay, when you leave and walk away and see that all you need is good administration for the little piece of land you have, and your neighbor's land, and your neighbor's neighbor's land, and your neighbor's neighbor's land, in which happens to work for City Hall, and the secretary that works for City Hall, and all of a sudden, who's working for City Hall? And wait, the exchange network, the vegetables, the winter, the summer, what goes on? That's okay, we got fridges. Well, they cost money. Labor, labor, labor. It's all labor. But there's no but. Who's building it? Labor. Who's mining? Labor. But how do we build it? Labor. And when we get enough, we can get the missing parts through our associated labor. Who's doing all the labor? 99% of the people. Who's getting all the rewards? Because we're all scared. We're all scared because we live lives just like the Olympics, amateur. Some of us turn professional. Some say they're professional because they make a lot of mana. M-A-N-A. Number 29 brings you over the threshold into the next cycle, 28 plus 1. We don't know how to discord, decordicate. The system is so broken, there are so many lies or so many truths. I believe that understanding that we live in this system with further understanding to the alphabet, to the Mayan way, the timeline for the Soltic calendar aligning with our alphabet, aligning with our deck of cards, the 52-year cycle, the 39 actual plus extra few days for the birth aligns with the 260 Hab calendar and the 20 days they need for the birth. The 280 days aligns directly with the cube. It's 20 plus 260 because we go around the 20 and you have to add in everything. Our birth, according to the numbers, are the fulfillment of the 13th moon and the 7th day. We are the 20. We are the 1020 location that everything passes through us. We are 2020. Our vision is 2020. We are where X marks the spot as our eyes transfer between both sides. When you split the nose, you become 0.5. What were they looking for 5 years ago? By the breath of the swine. So let's take this 5-minute break. Let's ding the clock. Let me put on a little song I just wrote a couple of days ago. If you don't mind, you can take a break. If you want to come up, you're welcome to come up. Yeah, we got all kinds of stuff. I mean, I can show you, this is just, I used, what do you call it? Mirror? No, I used, what do you call it? Kaleidoscope. This was off a painting I did. Kaleidoscope is really cool. And that Israel part, if you want to know where the painting was, right? You see the Israel parts right over there. Yeah, it's my green screen, right? Or not? No, not a green screen. Look at that. Be the best green screen in the world, right? You see my hand? I'm shaking. No green screen. No green screen here. Let me see. Yes. So let me check this out. So let me see where we're gonna go with this. I think I have to upload this. Who's gonna do? Oh yeah, I did that. I did that today. Welcome to the past, the day of your life in the spirit of time. In the spirit of time, 66. This is also 21, the 15th letter and the 6th letter. So this one over here is 23/5, 33/6, 91. 13 times 7 equals 91. 13 moons, 7-day average, the same movement of the calendar. So is it the spirit or have we been pirated? IT, okay, is number 29. Me is 18 equals to 47. Matter and energy, 29. The electronic birth, the crossings of all. It's a full connect, 9 and 20. Why is T20? 4 times 5, crossing, connecting the energy of the below to the above, to the ABC, GHI, to what is the quadra house, 3 numbers below ABC, 6, to 3 numbers above, 7, 8, 9, 24, 4 by 6, 24, to what is ABC and D, 10, to what is FG, H, and I, eliminating what is E, to what is 30, and what is 10, to the house of Trinity, 10 and 30, or what is 1 and 3, or 13, or JC, coming to the bar mitzvah, right? On the 13 by 13, 169, or what is 168, to the movement of time, 13 by 13. The 7th area, 616 in the connection of your 13 by 13 area space, with 88 running on 2 spaces to the borderline, where every corner holds 4 cells, where every pathway across from the track hold 2 cells by 9 area space, 2, 9 again, equaling to 18 by 4 equals to 72 for the mother, brown money, 72 to the inside, 16 to the outside, equaling to the 88, and matching up to the piano. Things to remember, the piano has no black key next to it on the B2. And what happens is next to the left on F minus, okay, there is no black key. Okay, B, okay, C, D, and E, and F. There's a place where there's no black keys in between these 2 letters next to it. And that would be BF or FB, like 2 and 6. And that is one of the communication gateways. Goes through the queen. 6 and 2. Vibration is on the other side. Vibration is on this side. 4, 3, 2 in between. Why don't we just say they're bookends? These are the moons of Mars. The singular moon over here. Monday, Monday. Da, 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 da. So if the singular moon is here on Monday, we go to work on day 2. We end work on day 6. Okay, I'll take that. Day 2 is Monday, and then we have day 6 is Friday. Okay, I'm gonna have to think about that, but I really have to go on a break. Really have to go on a break. So, well, I mean, I just have to take a pause. Okay, so we're gonna play a song. I don't know what song I should play. Okay, let's play something funny. I'm probably gonna play 2 songs, and for some reason it's been charging like an hour, and it's not doing too good, this telephone, for some reason. Oh, let me play a song for you. I need to find my stand.
This guy's hilarious. Why does he want to play a song for us? Who is this guy?
I want to enlighten you. The future is coming. Just you wait and see. You wait and see. I'm going to see if I can stand this up and see if it sits. Oh, yeah, we can do that. So I'm going to play, these are some songs that I got ChatGPT to write for me. I think it's this one here. And take a look at the clock, because look at the numbers around the clock. It gives away.
Here's a rough draft of your song, blending your thoughts into a rhythmic and lyrical form. What do I want to know? Tick tock, the clock never stops. Telling me to send hearts, telling me to drop, telling me to share, telling me to sign. Every word checked like the tame in my mind. Was it like this 80 years ago? New words, new rules, what do we really know? History whispers, but does it repeat? Or are we just numbers marching to the beat? What do I want to know? Who's pulling the strings? Is it the church, the state, or the kings? Are we just cogs in a system so grand? Or architects shaping the lay of the land? 3 time turns in its dance. The zodiac shift, is it fate or just chance? The chicken lays eggs, the cycle repeats. Numbers and patterns beneath all our feet. Am I old or just wide awake? Are my thoughts too deep, or is this all fake? I've heard stories, I've seen the signs, but tell me, have you opened your mind? What do I want to know? Who's pulling the strings? Is it the church, the state, or the kings? Are we just cogs in a system so grand, or architects shaping the lay of the land?
Hi, I'm Mr. Topaz, here to explore anomalies, questions, and so much more.
So tell me now what's on your mind. Let's write the song of the undefined.
Now, for the visual representation, I'll generate an image reflecting these themes, questions, anomalies, time, control, and cycles. Stay tuned.
Gotta be another one or something.
They take a cut when you work all day, skim a little more when you get your pay. Call it income, call it fair, but I see hands everywhere. Sales tax when I buy my food, property tax on the house I choose, carbon tax on the air I breathe. They even tax the land and sea. Oh, the tax man take a little bit all year long. From the east to the west, from the poor to the best, they got their hands deep in our pockets, no rest. Yeah. They tax your car, they tax your land. They tax your dreams, they tax your plans. Tax on dividends, tax on rent. Tax on dollars already spent. The IRS and the Cray, they take their share, they make you pay. T5 forms and credits due. Protection B, just more red tape for you. Oh, the tax man's game, the tax man's song. They take a little bit all year long. From the east to the west, from the poor to the best, they got their hands deep in our pockets, no rest. They tax your car, they tax your land. They tax your dreams, they tax your plans. Tax on dividends, tax on rent. Tax on dollars already spent. The IRS and the Cray, they take their share, they make you pay. T5 forms and credits due. Protection B, just more red tape for you. Oh, the tax man's game, the tax man's song. They take a little bit all year long. From the east to the west, from the poor to the best, they got their hands deep in our pockets, no rest. They say it's roads, they say it's schools, they say it's healthcare bending rules. The loopholes come for the ones in suits, while we pay up in worn out boots. Oh, the tax man's game, the tax man's song. They take a little bit all year long. From the east to the west, from the poor to the best, they got their hands deep in our pockets, no rest. Government debts keep stacking high, yet they tell us not to ask them why. Inflation steals what we have left. They print more money, we pay the debt. They tax the fish, they tax the trees. They even tax your funeral fees. Authority means what they decide, but we're the ones who provide. So learn the game, don't play it blind. Ask the questions, read between the lines. Cause the tax man's here and he won't go until we change the way things flow.
Okay. How many of us are still here? What's going on? Let me see if anybody said anything here while I was gone. Let's see where I'm going next with this. I have no idea. Yes, so the other part about this was, let me shut that off. 8 equals to 49. 6 equals to 52. 8 is Scorpio. 6 is Virgo. What's in between? That's right. Balance. Balancing between 6 and 8, the 7th gate. Earth is numeric value 52. But when I look at this, I don't look at this word the same. I see a S. It also looks like a 5. I know C means yes. I know IX are Roman numerals, can be noted as 911. I know as the 19th letter, it's going to represent in the primary AI. It's going to have a juncture over here. The same way you run your S, okay, we're going to use it here. Run your S on here, 987456321. And if it was the telephone, it would be different numbers. So it's telling a different story. 7 and 4. So when you have numbers 7 and 4, it could be talking about a lot of things, right? And remember, this is not the end result. This is the observation and the actuality, where it's going to go, what it's doing right now. I don't know. I do know number 7. Anything that is divided by 7 will equal 142857 in another order, whether it's I'm going to explain it to you a little bit different. Any number divided by 7 after the decimal The remainder will equal to 142,857 if this happens. If you are 1 away from the divisible of 7, for instance, like number 8 is 1 away from 7, but when it's after 7, it is just like 1. When you divide 8 by 7, it equals to 142,857. When you divide 6 by 7, it equals to 857,142. When you divide 5 by 7, it equals to 7,142,85. I could be wrong. When you divide 4 by 7, it's going to equal to, I think, 571,428. If you divide 3 by 7, it's going to equal to 428,571. Is that right? Did I get any of that right? Was any of it right? None of it was right. Nothing was right. It's nothing's right. No, it's never right. Is it right? They're listening. They think you're not real, but you are real. Do you know why you're real? Because if I didn't have you, I couldn't look deeper into myself. And because I have you, and I said the word snake, it's 50-50. The numeric value for snake is 50. But then again, if I'm counting in Chaldean, it'll be something else. So now I have to understand a little bit more about this. See, in the alphabet, what happens with T is when you connect 7 through 5 over to 3, the air sign, I have to cross through 5. When I go from 1, fire, 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 I have to pass through 5. Or can I go through 3 fires at the same time, or will I catch on fire? I don't know. But when I go like this, for numeric understanding, 1 through 5 equals to, and 9 is 10. 4 through 5 and 6 is 10. 8 through 5 and 2 is 10. So I pass through it 4 times. 4 times 5 equals to 20. The 20th letter is T. So this is what I have been using for my analogy. But I don't want to short circuit the board. So what do I do with this board? I don't short circuit it. So I don't connect all of them. I'll connect 197346. I won't connect 28. I'll connect 281973. I won't connect 46. I'll connect 738246. I won't connect 91. I'll connect 194682. I won't connect 37. So what I showed you now is I can connect 1597536548552. That would be 4. But I showed you 4 connections of 3 hexagons connected to the 1 octagon. And let's let it not finish there. There are 6 sides. Every single side has a face, and every single face has 9 areas. And every area and every space that you see, okay, is a cube. And then it becomes Rubik's Cube. And every face is 9. And every face of Rubik's Cube looks like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. But yet when you bring this over to games, you begin to Connect your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. What is it? What is it? What do you think it is? Look at it. What do you think it is? Planet Earth coming to join me? Two, 4, 6, 8, 10, 13. I don't like this design. It's too hard to read. I think I made some mistakes. Nobody would know. Canada. This is what Canada did. Does anybody understand? Has anybody seen the Aztec designs on how they're moving up the stairs? Right? Look at the moving up the stairs. Look at Monopoly. Right? They're all the same. They're all the same. There's 3 major letters that I like to use. One is what I call the twin X. What is a twin X? I can create an X by using 4 dots. I can take 4 dots over here and create an X. I can also create an O with the 4 dots, or the N with the 4 dots. So what can I do here? Where does this come from? I didn't do the alphabet, but we can call it the alphabet. And the alphabet, it stops here. The alphabet stops here. But if I reset the alphabet, I can move the alphabet here, Saturn. See, right now the alphabet starts at Mercury. I'm going to move it over to Saturn, and I'm going to end the alphabet over here. That's number 6. This is number 31. It's number 34, 35, 36. Have you noticed that there's an X that looks like an X and what is an upside down Y, looking like a Y with 1 and 1, looks like a replica. So when you replicate it, this is what it comes to be. Take a look at it. Wow. I know that each one of us that are here now has been here before. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate. I am reaching for my toast. I love my toast, but not this toast. I can't believe it. I went somewhere for bread. I don't know. I bought a toast that was no good. Well, it wasn't toasted before. So what this is this is the roulette. Oh, it's 103. It's the 63rd minute, JC. Yeah, this comes from a game called Roulette. There's different ways to connect these pieces up over here. And then when you look at the art, I try to figure out what I can be doing. If you turn an animal, looks like an animal sideways, only showing one side. Perhaps a connection within. I'm not happy about this one for some reason. There's something that's like a little weird. I designed it right. See the elephant nose coming in, curled in, snake on the other side. I don't know why I did it that way. 2 different dimensions in this. Let me see what's going on down here. Hey, Chris, how's it going? And then we have the thinker, which is this one over here. Wow. Yeah, this is one of my favorite ones. See the way it looks like? See the way you have the above, right, in the cranium? And then you have like that the throat chakra coming out where the Adam's apple is. And then you have, I'm trying to figure out what I put that R or that railway over there. You know, when you get a railway, you get to run both sides of the track. In fact, the railway resides, the railway. So here's binary code, right? And this is reverse binary code. So what is 124875 is going to revert to what is 3 over to 2 over to 6 down to 8 over to 9 and into 5 and back to 3, unlike the 1, 2, 4, 8, 7, 5 back to 1. This is the binary. This one over here is when they took the penny off the market, okay, it tore this apart. So it looks only like this because I cannot connect. You see inside of this, there is no number 10 in this. It doesn't exist. And 1 plus 0 equals to 1. So 1, 10, 11, 12, 9, and 8. When you get these numbers, you pay the 10 cents, right? Now, it's weird. Okay, this is really weird. I'm thinking about this. Just give it a second. I want to flip the camera. How can I, just give me a second. How can I go from 10 cents down to 1 cent, which is 0 cents? So that makes no sense. No sense at all. So the life pathers, those who are creating life path and are reducing number 10, I'm not sure if they should disregard it. I think it has to highly be regarded, but it also depends where that number came from. And because of expression, sorry about that, I will be eating my toast. And because of expression, right? When they say 1963 or something, right? Was I allowed? Because I hear somebody walking. Was I loud? I'm not doing anything different I haven't done before, you know. So if you're born in the year 2000, let's say you're born May 25th, 2000. So that would be 5 and 25 would equal to 30 plus 2000. So it would be 2030. That's the way I would do it. I mean, let's call a spade, right? You got 4. Now, if you're from somewhere else, that's good. You do all the calendars where you're from. 360 degrees. There's more than one truth. There's more than one story. Wow, that was crazy. The screen just opened up on me. So 6 and 8 equal to 101. 101, if I used it in binary, it equal to 1 and 4. AD. I'm just trying to see where I'm going to be going with this now. Tired, late. I'm ready for some questions. I'm trying to read JP77's words. And it's the J I don't get. Jackson 5. I'm sort of on break, so if you have questions, there's always going to be stuff out there, Chris, all the time. Artifact. Carve. What would the word carving be without the ing? What would a king be without the ing? What would a ring be without the ing? What would the sing be without the ing? Alphabet, analogy, observation. You know what's really ironic is that so far what it's dictating me, or where it's sending me as I scribe through this, is that I'm trying to think for ashes, and I'm trying to think of the soul, and I'm trying to think of the spirit, and the spirit would be like fire, you know, and then it's cooled inside the soul as it comes through on the breath into the lungs. And soul is 67, represents water, 67. Brown represents 27. 72. Money represents 72. The money sign is on number 4. Mars is number 4. 2 by 2, or 2 by 2 by 2, 8. Mars, the heavens of Mars. 4 seasons, Mars, the 4th planet. Earth, 3, the 3rd planet. Mutable, mutable, mutable signs. Fixed, fixed, fixed signs. Mutable, 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 fixed, 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 cardinal, cardinal, cardinal. Everything to do about 3. Mars, everything to do about 4. 3 by 120 degrees. 4 by 90 degrees. 3 running the corridor, Earth and Mars, 2 and 1 equals, we run coming here as 6. We have 3 moons. We have the Mon moon, which begins on Monday, and we have the Mars moons. Why is it on the 3rd day? See, we're here on a Friday, right? That's day 6. But first day of the week, right, which is day 2, which is a Monday. So after we came here, we didn't work the Saturday and we didn't work the Sunday. Day 7 and day 8. 6, 7, 8. The 8, the void of 8 is 1. The void of 7 is 2. When working with 9. 77 and 88. That is the power of the constellations, reducing down to 57, 75. And it says this. JP, what does that mean? Please don't disregard. It's a sequence signal. You might be interested. I'm not sure to who that's directed at. Thanks for the heart. You want me to explain this? 117. But I was on this right now. Let me finish this. 77, 7 and 7 is 14, 1 and 4 is 5. 8 and 8 is 16, 1 and 6 is 7. Moon equals to 57. The 13th letter, the 15th, and the 14. 14 plus 30, 44 and 13. 2, 9, 18. They're both in the same house. There's only 2 in this house. 3 times 6, 18. 3 plus 6, 9. These 2 make up the number to the mother, INR. 99. Also relevant to 13, which is part of sky space. Also 99, sky space, Jew, pi, 3, tear, earth. Earth split in 3 when read in French. Here comes with the teacher, the teacher, the teacher. Here is a multiplier. The S connects 2 fires. It also connects the Capricorn stone, and you're buried at the end with the Capricorn stone upon you, 6 feet down. This will also connect the moon's cycle. It's the 19th letter. 3 times 19 equals to 57. What is 9? 1 and 8? Maybe. 2 and 7? Maybe. 3 and 6? 4 and 5? I don't know. Which way, which side? But that's what it is. It's the automatic truth. You can't deny it. I show you where it is. You'll say, okay, that's where it is. And once we put all this into formation, who's coming to create the Excel for these numbers? Am I delusional? Do these numbers work out? As easy as oxygen. The 15th letter, 1 and 5 is 6. The 24th letter, 2 and 4 is 6. The 25th letter, 2 and 5 is 7. The 7th letter, the 5th letter, and the 14th letter. Look at that. 5G coming in right over here. 57, 77, the power. Look at that. 66, the passage. Sky pass. 315, ACE, ace, sun. The sun is split. The ace shows a split. I'd like to find the book I'm missing. It has all those pictures in it. Sun shows a split. See the ace? Look, I can't go to the other side. This stops here, that stops here. It's joined over here. That's the ace. Unless we do the ace this way. We have a left angle and a right angle to this. The ace splits up a minimum of 3. And then when we look onto the cube, there are 3 visual dots of 1. One is over here, the other one is here, and the other one is here. And then we'd look at these 3 corners. Sorry, let me just move it back. And all 3 have the dot. When you flip it onto the other side, 2, 4, 6. Sorry, 2, 4, I can't, okay. I could, I can't, I didn't. Hold on a second. Yeah, there it goes, 2, 4, 6. 2 times 4 is 8, times 6 is 48. 2 plus 4 plus 6 equals to 12, equals to 60. 1 times 3 times 5 equals to 15, plus 9 equals to 24. 24 hours a day, 60 minutes every single hour. 2 times 4, 2 plus 4, divide the gates. The tetrahedron is 720, right, which makes up half a day. Yet 720 or 72 is what is 3 by 24 hours to equal to what is 72. So there's a lot of playing with bringing numbers back 10 times what the value is to a different level of 72, right? And every time you go up a level, you add a 0, you are not on the same rib of time perhaps if you're looking at computers and reading numbers going up and down, what this does is it sort of goes with something I didn't share before, but I'm going to share it now. I wanted to share it in another live. When you're counting, if you're counting, looking at yin and yang, right? When you're counting this way, and you look at this, and I'm counting this way, I'm counting by 2, 7 to 5 to 3, down by 2, down by 2, down by 2. If I'm counting this way, see down this way, 1, 5, 9, I'm counting by 4. So when I split, the ace is made to be split up. There's a left angle and a right angle. When you count this way, you count 1, 3, 5. Why did I skip over 2? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The area space between 1 and 3 gets spliced in half and joint at the 2 section, which runs the division of the yin-yang of the area space. Or it is all of what is the area space in itself. But it splits it in half, picks up its full vibration. From above is below. If there was a 2-pane window over here, how would I draw that fine line? And then there's this side over here. So if I did this, if I touch them together, it's going to be a different story. Right? How can I touch these together? Yeah, this one goes over here. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it would have to start over here. Why? My reasoning is ABC. 1 between 2 creates 3. 1 plus 2 plus 3 equal to 6. When you add the 4, it equals to 10. 1 plus 0 starts everything all over again. So when we look at this cube earlier, for those who are still here, does anybody have any questions? Thank you for the finger up, JP77. If anybody wants to come on, anybody has any general questions? Wow, this is really weird. Number of viewers, 1. It's Elamia! Whoosh. No, so there says there's 5 people here, yet viewers, there's only 1. Up here, what is it? What is it up here? There's JP Elamia. I don't know. It's really weird. Anyways, so before I end the night at 12383 monkey, check this out. So the lower house, we had 1 and 6 on the cube. Say yes. Okay, 1 and 6. I'm getting ready for bed, right? Just going to lie down. Okay. So we have 6 and we have 1. We have 1. We have 6. We have 3. We have 4. We have 5. We have 2. So forget about that. We're just going to do this. Ooh, ba, 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 ba. Ooh. Oh my God, no way it disappeared what I was working on. No way. Hold on a second. Hold on. Okay, so what I was going to do, I'm just looking at something. I hope I saved it. Please. Okay, let me see. Yeah, I did. I don't know why. I saved that. I wasn't even complete. So, come on. Anyways, I'm having a hard time bringing it up. It's right here. I don't know why it won't come up unless it's come. Oh, it did. Hold on a second. I'm going to go fetch it. Come on. Where are you? There you are. Okay, gotcha. How do I get this in here? Okay, so, oh my God, I gotta make it smaller. It's flashing. Okay, hold on. I gotta move this up. Okay, it's gotta be smaller. So what this is here's the grid, right? So I'm gonna see if I can make it one more size. So I'm gonna show you what has to happen. So when you take this, what happens is, just give me a second. Yeah, so I was going to connect 3 with 4, and then I connect 1 with 6, and then I connect 2 with 5. I'm going to make this smaller so I don't get that. Okay, right? And then after that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the opposite of this. So I'm going to connect 9 with 4, 13. Then I'm going to connect 7 with 6, 13. And then I'm going to connect 8 with 5, 13. So you can see they're both identical. So what is 7 above with the cube is 13 below. 7, 7, 7, 21, 13, 13, 13, 39. But it doesn't stop there because we can also do this. We can do 1 and 8, then we can do 2 and 7, and then we can go ahead and we can do 4 and 5, and that would be a 9, and then this would be a 9 over here. Right? We put a 9 up over here. I don't want to use that. I like to use no, I don't want to use it. I'm going to use that. So now you see I created an X or a star with a 9 like this. Or if I did 11, right, I can do this. I can go 9 over, oh, no, I didn't want to do that. Hold on a second. I only can do this with a line. Okay, so over here I can do the same thing. I can go from, let me see, I want to get into the same area. I can go from 9 over to 2, and then I can go 8 over to 3. And then what I'll do, look at that, 4 over to 7. And then what I'll do is 5 over to 6. So you can see that 9, 11 are the exact opposites. That you can see that 7 and 13 are the exact opposites. You can see the design, right? You can also see that star 9, 11. These are multiple boards, just like I showed you on the floor before. Just a different setup, a different way to explain it. And if you take a look, right, the number 1 is the Q and the Z on it. It no longer exists on the 7 and the 9. I'm going to explain that to you another day, and it doesn't end with me. It ends with us. I believe if I follow the same understanding, and I can't lose anything by the thoughts, they say water is memory. If it is ice, it is water. Water is memory. Computers take a lot of energy. Energy gets hot. Is it the sun? Is it underneath the ocean melting icebergs? Remember, Atlantis, Atlanta, on day 6, land and animal, land, animal, and man. Think about it. Land, animal, and man. Communication within the animal buried beneath the ocean floors of Atlantis. The L is a representation of angle. The angle representation of 12 is 1 between 2 equaling to 3 times 120 equals to 360, unlike what is 4 times 15 equals to 60 or 60 minutes, or what is 4 times 6 for the 24-hour a day, or what is 4 times 15 minutes equals to the 60, or what is 4 by 90 equals to the 360, alike what is 3 by 120 to the 360, where hockey runs. Okay, hockey runs exactly like this, and baseball has 9 innings, 3, 3, 3, 9 innings. Hockey has 3 periods of 20 minutes. So games, the rules, the regulations, the absolute unbeatable truth when it comes to the deck of cards, when it comes to the designs, when it comes to the games, the stories they tell. This is the truth. And as we begin to learn the alternative knowledge, let's not say that it was hidden. Let's say if I didn't know it before, perhaps I wasn't in the right place at the right time. Perhaps I didn't listen, but maybe it wasn't my right time. It doesn't matter to lose yourself with the why and how come, other than to know how can and when do I begin is now. How can I change things where we are right now? Do you see the TV? No. I listen through the grapevine. It's most likely going according to plans. If their plans seek that number of what is 2030, which is an association to what is 80 and 90, 80, communication center services, that's what the expression means. Where does it come from? The French. What is 2030? Number 23. Where comes number 23? Where A connects to what is 23 BC, to where BC connect to what is D, to where A and D, where the split house spirit comes in. Do I make any sense? Would you like me to explain it? Number 23, let me write it out. One, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9 equals 6 equals 24. It also equals 6. So here, there's a 4-to-1 difference. In the quarterly world, it's a perfect difference, unlike the 1/3. So when it's equal, right, it's at 30. And you know, when I'm going to do this, I'm going to mark this. April, June, September, and November are all 30-day months. Perhaps the last one that connects is what joins the heart to equal to what is 731, right? If I took away one of these elements and just put a heart connect, right, with a little tail, right? This would be what is 752. This is 752, 364. Have you ever seen this before? 7 times 7 times 7 equals 343. The corridor of Mars, Earth, Earth, 2 trinical houses running through. 7 plus 7 plus 7 is the makeup of the cube. The 260 days of the Hab calendar run what is 20 times 13? What is running that way? Can it be moons? I don't know. Starts at 5, ends at 8. Second half of the alphabet, N through Z. Perhaps New Zealand, I don't know. Then over here, what we have is we have 91. What is 91? It's 7 by 13. The Hab 20, their calendar runs a 20 gridstone, their calendar, and and it runs as 13 and 7. The gear, I think, is 13. Anyways, 13 by 7. I forget what I'm supposed to say about this, but 13 times 7 is what is, when you add up 1 through 13, it equals to 91. It takes, yeah, that's what it was. 1 through 13 equals to 91. So if we're running 1 through 13 equals to 91, okay, so what is this? What is 91? How many moons is this? Is it the 13 moons? Should we be running at 7 years in order to get this? Right? You got 13 moons a year, 7 years, 91. Also to note, the 91st day is April 4th. April 1st, excuse me. Then you have what is 4 by 91. Do you know that there are 4 suits in the deck of cards? Each one adds up to 13. The total added to 13 is 91, but it's not just 91. It's 45 and 36, male and female. Do you remember? You remember here? 3, 6, 5, 4, 117. You see that? 7-11? We just did that, right? Remember we just did that on the screen? That's 7-11. Well, I'll show it to you here. I'll just show it to you here. It's easier. I'm going to show it to you here. Down here, 1 and 6, 7. 3 and 4, 7. 5 and 2, 7. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take out this area here and go 2, 9, 11. 3, 8, 11, 5, 6, 11. But that's not what I'm going to do. I'm going to show you that we're going to look at this, okay, or we're going to look at this. Hold on a second. We're going to look at this. And we're going to use the cube at the same time. Maybe we're going to take out a circle. Maybe we can get this just a bit bigger so people can see. Right? So this is what we're going to do, if I can remember. Give me a second. What was I going to do? Yes, I remember. This, excuse me. Same thing. 8 around 1. The opposite of this is the 6. So we're going to make the 6 down here. I'd like to take that line away. I'll take the line away for a minute. Just give me a second. So let me take the line away. Okay, that's good. Good enough. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to red, and I'm going to get a shape, and I'm going to do the 6, right? Let me get there. So we're going to do the 6 like this. Oop, I didn't want that color. I want to get like that. Okay. So we're going to do here, 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 and then we're going to go here, here, and then here, and that's the 6, right? And then you see the 6. So you have the 1 and the 6. So you have 8 that you didn't touch, and you have 3 here, right? These 3 over here that you didn't touch, right? And then you got these over here that you didn't touch. Whoa, what happened? Okay. So there's 3 here and 8 here. That's 11. How many did you touch? 6 and 1, 7. 7 come 11. And it's all like that. The whole thing is like that. Everything is set up like that. So you saw that. You can see it's right there in front of us, right? I'm just going right to the end. I missed a whole bunch of stuff. I don't know what it was. Sorry about that. Yeah, so anyways, that's your basic. The entire cube is all about 711. 7 times 11, 77, and 11. So when they talk about things in the Bible and stuff like JC, it's out there. Those words are very strong. They fit right at the heart of the constellations. They sit at the ocean. They sit with matter and energy. Also to note that the letter J only came into effect about 600 years ago. And note that 74, the word Jesus, is also, when it's number 74, and that is the letters J and D. J and D is the completion. It's the communication. AE, it is the energy within us. I'm going to explain it to you. There are 7 months, the letter G, of 31 days. There are 4 months of 30 days. They're both used as cardinal signs according to the zodiac. The 7th month is Libra. The 7th month is an air sign. The 4th month is Cancer. The 4th month is a water sign. There's oxygen inside the water. Your lungs pump out the oxygen, out the water, and then the heart, I think, takes in the residual. I'm asking the question, but anyways, it's also a little bit of a projected thought. I'm just trying to see where I was going. Yes, so 7 and 4. 74 is also the 5th house. Why? 5 plus 14 plus 23 plus 32. What do they all have in common? 5, 14, 1 and 4, 5, 23, 2 and 3, 5, 32. 2 parts of inverted communication through the pig, through Leo, number 32, through Aries the ram, RAM, 32, ABC with BCD, inside of 33, creation of the breath in life. ABC 6, BCD 9, 6 and 9, 4, 3, 2. Isn't that our vibration? That is the wrong number I put up there. The wrong number. Don't call me again. I'm telling you. 1440 by 3 is 4,320. Right? The bookends. The bookends. 5-1 reflects the church. In between 5 and 1, area 51 is 432. If you are 5 feet tall, you are 60 inches. If you are 5'1", you're 61. You represent both the church and the spirit. This is a representation of Mars holding on to your vibration, your corrective vibration. But when it holds on to your vibration, it holds it on over here. What is through 5 and 1 holder of vibration 432 switched over between 5 and 9 Sagittarius, Leo, and Aries to what is 8 and 2, 7 and 3, 6 and 4. And when that moved over, this shifted to 440. They had to move the higher frequency of 8, or 1/8, or whatever you want to call it. See, notice this 8 and 210, 7 and 310, 6 and 410. Each one of these is going to take up a different realm or a reality. 4 and 6 are on the edge, 8 and 2 are on the edge, 7, 9, 3 and 1 are on the corners. The edges have an evaluation of 2 colors. The edges have an evaluation, meaning there's 2 colors on an edge piece. There are 3 colors on a corner. Rubik's Cube is made up of 26 pieces. The 27th area, the heart of all, is connected to 6 centers. There are 12 to the edges. There are 6 centers, 18 high, and the 19th one controls it all. So if you want to say high 18, anything to do with 18, let's look at those who talk about the moon. Now we want to get to 5775. I'm going on a 3-minute break. Here it is. I'm just going to send it to you now. We're only 3 people. I'm just going to say right now, go check up Orphan Roulette, see what it says. I'm coming back tomorrow, but I can hear that it's 107th minute of the day. 5 times 2, 5 plus 2. There's a transition going on right now, so I'm just going to bed. Not enough people to sustain questions, and I'm too tired to hold the fort myself. So peace and love for all this and those who are blessed on this night, to know there is a difference, to know there is a creator, good, bad, or ugly. Something exists, proven, solid, no mistake. I don't believe in man-made, okay, because that's not true. What is man? What is a word? Who speaketh the word? Who knoweth the word? What do you speak with a 600-year-old language? We made it all. Question is, who are we? Right? Man-made, who are we? In the AM of man, is it land, animal, and man? For the breath we take comes from the soul of the animal, that the connection to us is deep below the oceans in Atlantis, the alternative connection, most likely buried and used at their advantage. Anyways, I got to go to bed. Peace, love. Good night. Good night.